Question 32. The polynomial px is given by px equals x cubed plus x squared minus 10x plus 8. Using the factor theorem, show that x minus 2 is a factor of px. So now what to do is to write p of x, as part A, equals x cubed, let's go back, plus x squared minus 10x plus 8. To show that x minus 2 is a factor, we have to set x minus 2 equal to 0 to create a root. If this is a factor, to make a root, you set it to 0, and therefore x equals 2. If you plug in x equals 2, we have p of 2 equals 2 to power 3 plus 2 to power 4 minus 10 into bracket 2 plus 8. And that implies 8 plus, that's 2 to power 2, by the way. 8 plus 4 minus 20. 10 times 2 is 20 plus 8. I'm expecting to get 0. If it's a factor, p of 2 has to be 0. So therefore, 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 8 is 20. So 20 minus 20 equal to 0. Since p of 2 equal to 0, therefore, x minus 2 is a factor of p of x. So the part A1 is there. Part A2 is asking us to find the other factors. So now we know that p of x can be written as x minus 2, that's a factor, plus ax squared plus bx plus c. So we need to find the other two factors, which this is linear and this is quadratic, so we need to find the other quadratic. In order to do that, we need to use the factor theorem to find the quadratic by using f of x, or p of x, rather. So p of x over the divisor, which is x minus 2, should be equal to g of x, where g of x is the quotient. So that will be the quadratic, and that will be the quotient. And then when we solve the quadratic, we find the other two linear factors. Right, to do that, we need to now write x cubed minus x squared, right? It's plus x squared minus 10x. That's the p of x. So we need to find the quotient, x minus 2 here, and here will be the x cubed plus x squared minus 10x plus 8, and we have to find the quotient. To find the quotient, what can I multiply x with to get x cubed? So that would be x squared. X times x squared will become x cubed. X squared times minus 2, that will become minus 2x squared. Draw a line, take away. We have to take away because we're getting rid of x cubed, and then we get rid of x squared, and then we get rid of x until we get to the end. Now to take away x cubed minus x squared, x cubed is 0. X squared minus 2x squared will be 3x squared, because minus 2x squared is plus. We need to bring down the minus 10x. What can we multiply x by to get 3x squared? That would be plus 3x. X times 3x will become 3x squared. 3x times minus 2 will be minus 6x. Again, I need to take away to get rid of x squared. Minus 10x minus 6x is minus 4x. You need to break down the 8 plus 8. What can I multiply x by to get minus 4x? Minus 4. Okay, minus 4 times x is minus 4x. Minus 4 times minus 2 is plus 8. So now, take away again. Minus 4x minus minus is plus 4x. Minus 4x plus 4x is 0. 8 minus 8 is 0, 2. Now I know my quotient. So my quotient is x squared plus 3x minus 4. So I've got minus 4 because a is 1. I need two numbers I can multiply together to get minus 4. And when I add them together, I get plus 3. So I'm looking for 4 minus 1. 4 times minus 1 is minus 4. So that's good. By the way, that's AC. A equals 1. There's 1 here. B equals 3. C equals minus 4. So if I put x here, and I have to put x there, 1 times x is x. Now what I need to do is replace plus 3x with 4x minus x. Okay, so x squared minus x plus 4x minus 4. Common factor from here is x. So I get x out. So I get x minus 1. And the common factor here is 4. So I get plus 4 out. I get x minus 1. What factor have I got left? I have, that is a common factor. So I'll write it down, x minus 1. And what's left is plus 4, x plus 4. So that's the factor I've got left, x plus 4. X cubed, my cubic, plus x squared minus 10x plus 8 will become x minus 2, one factor. That's a linear factor. The reason why it's called linear factor is because the power of x is, the highest power of x is 1. X minus 1, x plus 4. And therefore, these are my linear factors, the 3 linear factors for my p of x. Now we need to sketch the curve for part B. So the factors we've got are x minus 2, x minus 1, x plus 4. What that indicates is when we solve that, we have to set px equal to 0, which means x will become 2, that's one root. X will become 1, that's the second root. X will become minus 4, and that's the third root. At this root, y is 0. So we draw the graph. And then x. So that's the y-axis, x-axis. The equation of x-axis is y equal to 0. For y-axis, the equation is x equal to 0 minus x minus y. We're looking for the coordinates of x equals 1. So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. My coordinates will be at y equal to 0, or y is p of x. So one coordinate is that one here, and the other coordinate is that one there, and minus 4. Now the graph is a positive cubic, so which means this is the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and the fourth quadrant. We draw graphs from second and third. We start from second and third. If it's even exponent, we start from second. If it's odd exponent, we start from third. Obviously positive A for both. Otherwise, it's the opposite. It's reverse. So now what we need to do is the curve is positive because A is positive. 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's going to be crossing y-axis at plus 8 because the constant is plus 8. The constant is the intercept on the y-axis on the cubic. And so it's going to go, the turning point, I don't know where the turning point will be. We know that this will be like that. And it will go up here, form a turning point somewhere. Let me just get this right. Right, so that will form. So let's just get this right. And this curve will be intercepting 6, 8. So it will be intercepting here, crossing the 8 there. Going all the way to infinity. Now, because it starts from here, because A is positive, we start from third quadrant. And that's what the graph will look like. As you know, the coordinates will be 2, 0 here. This will be 1, 0, that coordinate, and that coordinate. And this coordinate here will be minus 4, 0. And there's an intercept here where it crosses the y-axis. That's 0, 8. And this graph is cubic, which is x cubed minus plus x squared minus 10x plus 8.